Welcome, Virgo, to your weekly energy update. And we're looking at the week of November 13th through November 20th. And I'm going to try something different. In the off weeks where I don't have a full moon or a new moon, I'm going to go back and forth and 1 week look at like self-worth and career and life purpose. And then like this week, we're going to focus on the inner love, the self-love, and relationships, which can be romantic, friends, family, whatever type of relationship. So it'll kind of be a career type life reading, and then this will be more love and inner love types of readings. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to try something else different for this week, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Rumi Oracle. And all the cards I use in a reading, I do list in the description box below. So if any of them catch your fancy and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right. So for Virgo, let's take a look and see, what does Creator and Spirit want you to know around self-love, inner love, love in relationships of all kinds? So for Virgo, what would you like them to know, please? All right, actually, I feel it's this one right there. And you have Divine Mother Manifests. Card number 15. What a beautiful card there. And we'll put that down here. And let's see what message comes in here for you. It says, this oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest, without exception, flows from her being. And this is why it is safe to trust in life, even, most especially, the inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us. It is all part of her unfathomable workings. So we pray for light, we pray for love, we honor and live our lives with its mysteries with as much integrity as we can muster. But beyond that, it is best to participate in this life with much less certainty than the mind would have us believe necessary for inner peace. Inner peace doesn't come with understanding, it comes with trusting. Can we understand a star or a galaxy? Perhaps not. Yet we can choose to trust in its beauty and beingness, and from it derive great energy, hope, and inspiration. The ways of the Divine Mother are not to be judged by our limited standards, rather than can be witnessed, experienced, and received. What a relief not to need to understand, right? What a relief to simply live with trust and know that everything will work its way out. Through those wise ways of the Divine Mother, there is a gift headed to you now. Will you receive it? That gift is one of manifestation. Something that you have been working towards, growing into, loving, and dreaming for, perhaps for a very long time, is finally coming to fruition. Perhaps you've caught a sniff of the aroma from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it smells delicious. Or perhaps you've already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through the door to the divine dining room only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware, and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid down upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue what is about to happen. With your thoughts and attention so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realize what is coming to life for you this moment. Perhaps you will not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. Right? You are being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly, whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired. It is time, and the bestowal of this gift is as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form, or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinion of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is you are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It is yours and meant to be so. This oracle comes with additional guidance for you. No matter whether or not things appear to be working out, they are. And you are held in the loving protection of the Divine Mother to keep you from straying from your highest path and divine destiny. There's work here for you to do upon this planet in your own unique way. It is the work of the Divine Mother, the work of love. So then, allow her to care for you, even if you wonder what the heavenly minx is they are up to at times. So I love it. So definitely a beautiful message of things are unfolding perfectly for you. And it's just about having the patience, knowing that this beautiful manifestation will be coming to you. It may not have come in the exact way that, like it said, your opinion says it should, or other people's opinions say it should, but it will arrive. So beautiful love coming into your life in a lot of different ways. Now, the other thing I want to try is this week I'm really drawn to the moon phases, just the motion around them. And there is 4 different signs that the moon goes through. So we're going to pull 4 different decks or stacks for each of those periods. And I will go through those as I pull cards for them. And we're going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot for additional clarification here. So we start off on Sunday and Monday, the November 13th and 14th. The moon is in Cancer, which rules Cancer. So there is this nurturing feel. But let's take a look here. So for Sunday and Monday for Cancer. Okay, that one. Okay, they do want that one too. So they want 2 for that day. And then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it actually moves into Leo. Okay, and I feel those. Any others? Okay, so you got 3 for that. And then Friday, Saturday, you actually move into Virgo. Okay. And then on Sunday, we end in, of course, Libra. So, of course, Virgo, this day, the Friday and Saturday, because it's in your sign, you're going to feel these extra strong. So I like that. So let's see here. For Sunday, for Libra. Okay. So those 2 were for there. All right. So that's what we have. So we will get into each of these. And we'll start here, of course, with the Sunday and Monday, November 13th and 14th, moving into Cancer. So Cancer sign, it brings, like with the Cancer moon, it's very much about heart and home and family and friends. You know, that Mother Luna energy is nurturing. It's, the mother energy. So very nurturing for us. And so this Sunday and Monday, it is important to have self-nurturing. So really nurture yourself on those days. And also, of course, nurturing others, those that you care about. Have nurturing in whatever way you feel you can. Let's see what else they want to add in here. Yeah, you have the 4 of Wands. Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, and it's a very stabilized energy that's coming in here for you. It could mean wedding, celebration, joy. It's that kind of energy that comes together. And I like how this one shows like the Wheel of Fortune, where it's like things are turning. And I like that for you for this day, because it is this wonderful, joyful, fiery type of energy. So on Sunday and Monday, really use that to extend your energy to nurturing both yourself, like I said, and others. And you have the Six of Swords. So this is great too, because swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your expectations, all the mind stuff. And it is about moving of thought and belief from one way to another. I feel like the nurturing, this might be new, for your expression. And I don't feel like, being Virgo, of course, you guys definitely can get into your minds and your energy we'll talk about here in a moment, but you have your expectations about how things are supposed to be done and not done, because you're very committed to long-term relationships and being serious about relationships. So you have a lot of rules to make sure that it's long-lasting and things are in place. This is asking you to challenge those. Let some of those expectations go. Let some of the box expand so that you can nurture yourself and others in new ways. Have some spark, have some new energy come in with that. So I really like that for you. And then we move into Leo. And Leo moon, they love to show affection, but they like to do it in dramatic gestures. So during Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, as it goes into Leo, definitely look at expressing it, this love, this affection that you have for yourself too, and for others. And it doesn't mean it has to be romantic. You can have affection for your family and friends and express that love to them as well. So where this is nurturing and more, mothering, this is like an outside expression of that affection to individuals for that period. Yeah, and the Ten of Pentacles. Doing that really makes you feel like your life is full and overflowing, right? And I even like how it's like, here's giving someone a hug. They're showing attention and showing affection. So it is definitely expanding things and showing this beautiful love that you have. And it not only makes you feel this way, it makes other people feel that way. You know how, like, just out of the blue, if you're working with someone or at home and they know that you like something like a certain type of coffee, drink, or some sort of treat or some sort of food, and they bring it home as a surprise, and you're like, oh, wow, how that makes you just feel like your life is full suddenly out of nowhere. Well, that's the kind of stuff that you can do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You also have the Strength card coming in here, which this is about you, focusing on you. This wolf here is your human self, and this maiden here is your higher self. And this is about you showing yourself this affection. So I do know, that you have a huge heart and you tend to sacrifice yourself for others. It's a Virgo thing. But this is also about nurturing yourself and making sure you are also, and I like how they have them come next to each other. It's like equal. Give to yourself and others, but make sure you're giving to yourself, because a full, whole, healthy you is beautiful. And I love the mother energy coming in here with just the wholeness and the completeness, and that you have, this beautiful, it's almost like, the Divine Mother is hugging your spirit there. So definitely focus this affection on yourself too. Yeah, and here you have the Justice card. So more of the expectations falling away. You can see how they have the Ace of Swords in the middle, and there's the scales, and then perfect that it's about the balancing here, which we were just talking about, which is perfect. And so there is this, cutting away of these expectations. of balancing things out too, of the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must, which we'll talk about more with the Virgo, because with all those high expectations that you have, you're already starting to cut them away, because when you feel like you have to give love only in this way, you miss all these opportunities out here, and all these opportunities out here, how you can share affection, how you can show and express your love to yourself and others. So it's cutting away these opinions that you grew up with, and really challenging them and allowing yourself to step out of those. So I like it. Then Friday and Saturday, you move into Virgo. Like I said, Virgo energy, excuse me, with the moon is very much this focused on long term, and also, like I said, very, very serious about relationships. And because they're very serious and they want it to go a long time, there is the structure about all this stuff, because it wants the pleasure, and so it reinforces, how do I get that pleasure again? And then it has the pain. It goes, oh, I have to extra rules around that, so I don't have pain from relationships again and disappointment. So there's this long list of things that has to happen. Well, the Virgo, beautiful earth energy, is about coming down to earth, lowering those expectations so that you can appreciate yourself and you can appreciate others too. Because when you, like, if you're giving like this level and your expectations are down here, this distance in between here is abundance, it's joy, it's fulfillment, it's really, you see people as like, wow, you see yourself as wow. But if you are giving this and the expectations come up here, where expectations end up being way above this, you live in this disappointment all the time, and all this energy that you invest to try to get up to that high level and meet all those expectations. But this is about letting that go. And you have the Princess of Wands. So beautiful energy coming in here. And the Princess of Wands, like we talked about here, is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your energy. And she offers you the Ace of Wands, which is this ability and focus on your magic. Like whatever you focus on with your magic wand is what grows and expands. So if you're focusing on, like we're talking about, lacking, what am I lacking in my life? What is in my life that I don't want? That energy expands it, and it just grows and grows and grows. But if we focus instead on what we're grateful for and what we do want in our lives, then that expands. So this manifestation it was talking about here, I feel like you've done a really great work on developing that and where you're focusing it, because I feel like with this manifestation coming, like they said, it's going to be so beautiful for you. So I feel that, especially we have a preview of the Queen of Wands here, which we'll talk about, but there's that energy. The Queen is really focused, and she has her ability to connect higher too, which I don't want to ruin that. We'll get to that in a sec. But you are finding your power, and you have been, and this is like a new heightened awareness of where you're focusing your energy and what you want to grow. Yeah. So here's the Ten of Swords, which, this is the poster child card for high expectations, which is, what we were just talking about. These are all the small t truths. The person isn't dead. They're exhausted from trying to live up to all those small t truths. And what's great is that it is the 10 is the ending and the new beginning. And it is that you're just being sick and tired of trying to live up to all those things. And now you're ready to let them go. And you're cutting them away, you're slicing them away. And so this is perfect for what we were talking about. And that does bring energy back to you, because all that energy that you invest in trying to live up, like we talked about, all those expectations just to get back to ground zero, you get all that back. Every sword you remove and every expectation you cut away, stopping trying to live up to all those, you get all that energy back to you. So this is also this flood that starts to come back for you. I love it. And then you have stability in the outside world with the Four of Pentacles, which is a beautiful journey. It's a big journey for Virgos because it is about your self-worth. It is about how you look at yourself in relationship to the outside world. You got the Four of Wands over here, which is a balancing of your energy. And then now you have the Four of Pentacles, which is the balancing and stability of your outside world. The journey of the Four of Pentacles is like, you look like your strength card here, our little wolf. When it comes down in human form, it's hungry, it's thirsty, it's told to look outside of itself for its wholeness and its completeness, which I like that this came up because I didn't go into the story here, but these combined, they definitely want to bring it up. Because, the wolf is told, eat of relationships, eat of, situations like your education, your career, your social status, just situations you can get into. Well, and then eat of things like our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts. And when it eats of those things, it's not fulfilled. It's still left hungry because those things are unstable and they're not eternal. They're temporary. And if they fulfill us at all, it's very short-lived, because relationships, people change, these human characters change, and people pass away. So that's unstable. Situations never stay the same in the outside world, so those are unstable. And of course, our bodies, things, possessions, those things break down, blow up, catch on fire, deteriorate, or are stolen. And so all of those are unstable, and then eventually we get so just disappointed and desperate. Our wolf, in this case, usually it's like a lion, but in this case, the wolf howls at the moon because it's like, I can't, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and nothing's satisfying me. Well, our higher self is always aware of our lower self, and so it comes down, and it doesn't put the wolf out of its misery by, or cage it to protect other people from it, or try to manipulate it and control it and train it like they do in, carnivals and movies or whatever, because it knows what the wolf is really after. What our human really is desiring is the unconditional love of back home. And it's so convenient that our higher self is a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So it's able to come down and hug the wolf, give it all the love that it's searching for, and it transforms from a howling, aggressive, hungry, angry wolf into a little wolf cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, just snoozing and napping and resting, knowing that it has everything it needs inside of itself now. And so, you do have this beautiful transformation that's unfolding here, and the stability that's coming in from all of this. And then we move into Libra. Now, Libra moons especially are very relationship oriented, but with those balancing, like the scales here, can go out of balance because it strives so much around relationship that it wants to avoid conflict. It doesn't want the fear of losing that love. And so it'll sacrifice things. So the energy of Sunday, which will be Sunday, November 20th, is about being the authentic you, not sacrificing yourself, bringing some balance back into being you and allowing yourself to have what you want, like we're talking about here, this balancing energy. Bring that in, allow yourself to have that. And the Queen of Wands energy is definitely what is there for that, because she has her power, she has her wand there, and she's able to connect also with that cat there, and she has water energy in addition to fire energy. She's able to connect to the higher realm. She's able to connect to her higher self and really have clarity around what she wants to do, what directions to take. So she's able to really super focus her energy and get stuff done, but she's also able to really embrace the fire, embrace the passion, embrace her energy, and make action from her heart as well. Yeah, and you have the Six of Cups. So you have the pleasure coming in here. Now the Six of Cups can also represent two things. For some of you, it's going to be someone from your past is showing up. And because it's the nostalgia card, it's the memories card, it's so individuals that might be coming back into your life. And that could be and, a crush or ex-lover or whatever it might be. But it could also be a friend that you haven't talked to in a while, and you bump into them, or they text you, or you get an email, or you see a like on your Facebook or social media or something, and you're like, hey, reach out to them, allow yourself to, connect. And it could be like family too. It could be a family member you haven't talked to in a while. So really pay attention to that. For others, the Six of Cups is about memory and about transforming memories from ones that are of pain to those that are of love, because that's what you experienced through here too. As you expand your heart, you realize that every moment is either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And with that process, you know that when a human goes into fear, the other option, we go out of our minds. Literally, the blood rushes from our brain to our arms and legs, and we do silly things because we're acting like a cat who got scared, who doesn't tap you and go, hey, put me down, I'm about to freak out. It does. It either hisses and attacks, or it runs, or both. It runs away to hide till it feels safe. And so when you realize and you look over memories and they're not of unconditional love, then you realize they were of fear somehow. And you either were out of your mind, the other person was out of their mind, or people were out of their mind. Whoever was in fear was out of their mind, and you realize, okay, so they were acting like a cat. They weren't there. Their higher thinking and higher emotional intelligence and everything was gone out of their head. They were just in reaction mode, survival mode, right? And so you start to look at the situations differently. You start to look at yourself differently. You start looking at, just your interactions with people differently. And then the memory transforms as well. So I love all this unfolding for you, because there is this manifestation coming, this freedom that's coming as you let go of these expectations, as you let them fall away, as you learn to balance giving to yourself equally to how you give to other people, at least. So there's this balancing that's really coming in here, the stability that is coming in here too. So I love this for you. Now, if you are looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get updated immediately when they're available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, there is an all option. If you select it, it does two things. One is, of course, you'll be notified when new videos come out. But two, you'll also be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know, I go every single night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also in the morning on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain. So if you haven't stopped by to check it out, I'd love to see you, and we can see if we can get a free reading in there for you too. Also, doing all those things I mentioned, it helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of that, please know I am very, very grateful. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, Virgos, as you go through this amazing week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week. We'll be talking soon, but in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.